Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
Yo,
But this fly eagle fly in the locker room again.
We in the locker room,
He
the
like
locker room,
he,
the locker room is taking over for some reason.
he like in the draft room, brother.
The locker room is
welcome,
taking over.
welcome everybody to another night of Island Boys football talk. We got our trios in the building. Playoff man C Money representing the NFC against the Rams. Got Jizzle. His locker room is taken down.
Yeah, locker
We
room taking
got
away for today.
and we got Sweetie. We ain't got no locker room in Carolina. Good deal. All
They're
right,
looking
guys, we
for.
got the championship games tomorrow. Some big games. We got Shee's team. Ready
Hold
to
on, sweetie.
rumble.
Hold on. You got some
Hmm.
technical. You got technical
Yeah,
difficulties
technical
there.
thing with your camera,
Your
with your mic.
camera and your mic. Your camera only showing this much. Your mic gobbling. Okay. Wait, do yourself now. Okay. We got to try to get together here today, fellas. We also sorts.
Oh, yes. Jesus Christ, thing here today.
Oh boy. Can't hear sweetie. We gotta go out. You fix yourself there, partner.
Can't hear Mike Sweetie.
KG, is Tom Brady retiring or he's not retiring?
I think he should retire.
Not sure. Is he? Okay, I heard one report and from very, very reliable source, Adam Schefter, and then report that he retiring. And
Right.
then his dad came up and said that he ain't make no decision yet. So I don't know, but Tom Brady ain't come up and say he ain't make no decision yet.
That's true too. But then after it was a report saying that he's retiring, but it's like then there was another report saying that he made a phone call to the GM
Mm-hmm.
saying that he's still deciding on whether he's gonna retire or not.
I don't know. I
And
don't know. He like he playing a
I
game.
yeah, I think he decided whether I think he's gonna see whether they're gonna either sign some skilled position players or whatever and see if they can bring in some players and see if he could go ahead and try to make another run. But I don't see Tampa Bay trying to make another run. I mean, other than Mike Evans, who other receiver you can actually sign after? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I don't know what their salary cap. How much do they have salary cap space do they have? So that's another thing.
I mean, we all knew that going into that season, they would have to make some. Godwin was going to be a free agent. That's one
Right.
casualty they were going to take.
I
And
think
then,
Fournette a free agent.
yeah, they got to take some
No
casualties
more
if they want to keep
Antonio
that
Brown
team.
in there.
Antonio Brown in there, but they probably owe him money.
Yeah, they probably owe him some money too. So and I think Leftwich leaving, right? Leftwich going to the Jaguars, right?
It ain't finalized yet, but he's the number one
Right,
prospect for that job. Yeah.
right. So I think they won't have Leftwich, and then what do you call it? Todd Bowles, I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I was Brady, I would retire. I call it quits. I mean, you're
He should
done.
have he should have retired.
What more do you need to do?
He should have retired last year when he won.
You
Both
have
of the
7 Super
champion.
Bowls, most ever by any QB in the NFL. I think the only quarterback who had the most Super Bowls was what? Montana and what his name is Bradshaw. Montana got
Bradshaw.
4, Bradshaw got 4 too, right?
I think so.
Right. So I mean, you got 7 Super Bowls. You got number MVPs, first ballot Hall of Famer. What more you need to prove? What more you need to do?
Mm.
Call it quits, man. Done.
Well, we gotta see how unfold here. Some more breaking news. Jim Harbaugh interviewing for the Vikings head coach job. Um, the
Brian
Bills
Dable
offense.
gone to the
Yeah,
Giants.
Dable got to the
I don't like that. He's a good head coach. Hopefully,
Giants.
it's still a bad
A couple
first
years rebuild.
organization, but he's a good offensive coordinator. So he's the one who developed Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So he might find something out of Daniel Jones. He might somehow
Re
decide to
re
draft a quarterback. You know what I mean?
and put resurgence on
Because
the.
he was an offensive coordinator to orchestrate that offense, in Buffalo, and
He
that
might put
offense was prolific. That offense was high powered
yeah, and then he might
with
put
Josh
resurgence
Allen.
on the. He might put resurgence on the Saquon Barkley.
Right, exactly.
Yo,
We
So
got you, Chidi.
yeah, we got you.
good.
So the Giants got it. The Giants have a good head coach in Brian Dable. That's a
Yeah.
good. That's a good pickup. That kind of scared me a little bit. I was hoping that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, Sean Payton retiring.
And
That's that.
hopefully he don't come back to Dallas in the next 3 years. And next 2 to 3 years,
Well,
hopefully.
I can't the Jerry. Jerry say no, it ain't no
Yeah, that was
truth.
Jerry saying no.
I know.
That's what Jerry said no. But there's a word in Dallas that Jerry is in love with what his name is, the defensive
Dan,
coordinator, Dan
Dan
Quinn.
Quinn.
Yeah, they say if anyhow McCarthy fail next year, he's gonna be out and Dan Quinn is gonna take over as head coach. So I don't know. And if Dan Quinn is a head coach, I'll take that because he suck at time management. So give me Dan Quinn.
And then we got a couple of brand new names. Well, not brand new, but names unexpected names who went to Denver. Denver had
Denver had.
I don't even know the name of the coach. You know what the name of the coach who went Denver?
Nathaniel Hackett. No, that's not unexpected because all of that got feeling of the Aaron Rodgers saga.
True, that's true.
All Denver want. Remember
Yeah,
Denver? I was telling you they're building a team but missing a quarterback. Why not bring the one guy in Green Bay that Aaron Rodgers actually like, the offensive coordinator?
True.
You bring Hackett over. You could get Devontae Adams out
Davante
there
Adams or there, yeah.
with Aaron Rodgers with already a stout defense. And one more you really want.
Some good skill position players with Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler, and them other
They're gonna
fellas.
have to they gonna have to give away one of them though.
Hey, give away KJ Hamler. And you got Jerry Judy.
If you got, cause Judah need contract, but they just give St. Patrick a hefty raise. They give Hamler a raise. They give Sutton a raise. So if you bring it over, think one of them will get traded to accommodate Devontae Adams.
But Adams is a thing. He's a free agent, right?
Yeah, so that what I mean. The cap gonna be too tight,
too, right?
Right, the cap gonna be very tight in terms of signing them, and you just give three wide receivers extensions. But I can still see it work. But all of that just set up for Aaron Rodgers' time to go to Denver. That's all it is. And I ain't saying that he deserving of the head coaching job. He's well respected. Everyone said it was a good hire. But we all know if it. Go ahead.
Who in Chicago?
Chicago, the Colts defensive coordinator. Efablos.
So you got to tell me Brian Flores still out there?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of these teams don't like for some reason they think that I think there's what that Brian Flores isn't good at communicating with people in the front office and in the building too as well. So
that gonna ruin you.
Right, exactly. So
and then you have Josh McDaniels looking like he gonna be the front runner for the Raiders job.
For the Raiders job?
That would be
about time. I guess he realized it's no more sitting on a Bill Belichick no more, and time to do my own thing. Because he's been sitting on a Bill Belichick for the longest. He's been a fly on Bill Belichick's ass for the longest.
Yep. It's no time for him to branch out.
Exactly. Let's see what he can do because he was a head coach with the Rams, I think, before.
Yeah.
And he was also head coach with the Broncos at one point. So
he ain't a bad offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he ain't a bad offensive coordinator too. So we'll see. We'll see what he can do if he does go to Oakland. I mean Las Vegas. Will they decide to keep what's his name? Derek Carr? Or will they decide to trade Derek Carr and draft get a new quarterback or build with a new quarterback or what? I don't know. So we'll see.
Basically the Texans down to Josh McCown getting his second interview. KG partner Gannon getting his second interview.
I hope
somebody else getting
I
the interview
hope that
too.
I hope Jonathan gonna get a head coaching job.
That's the three finalists there for Miami. The finalists are Kevin O'Connell from the Rams, Kellen Moore, and it's Kellen Moore, O'Connell, and somebody. There's somebody else. Who's the third one? I can't actually remember the third person.
Who
J-
interested in my defensive coordinator?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Okay, good. Lead them go.
How
Keep interviewing somebody else.
how is Kellen Moore? I mean,
But he's the Dallas offensive coordinator, partner.
what Dallas offense? What Dallas offense ain't do nothing against San Fran in the playoffs. I mean, they ain't do nothing against great defenses in the season in the regular season. So how is Kellen Moore a bright offensive mind? What has Kellen Moore done?
somebody had that. Somebody had that. It was you posted. You
I
posted
can't
in the chat.
remember. I
Somebody
think
Yeah,
so.
he
posted in the
posted.
chat.
He posted.
Yeah,
Keith.
yeah, I
He
posted in the
posted.
chat. Yeah, you know what I mean. What has Kellen Moore done?
Nothing.
So I don't
I
know.
mean,
I mean,
it
maybe I ain't gonna say that. You know what I mean? But I was trying to compare him to Nick Sirianni, but Nick Sirianni had coaching experience. He was a wide receiver coach in with the Chargers for a little
Mhm.
bit. Then after,
you know why he getting the recognition though, because Mike McCarthy don't call the actual offensive plays. He does call. He actually calling he games. He actually doing the game plan for the game. So I think people recognize that he got a brain. He's smart enough that he could do it. The same way with Leftwich. Even though Brady is a mastermind, Leftwich still calling. He plays and doing what he.
right?
You know, you recognize a lot of coaches there. The head coach would actually still run the game, even though they got coordinators like a Sean McVay.
Yeah,
So
like a
like
CEO.
they
That's
right.
what you need to manage the
But
game. You need a head coach to manage the
you see
game.
with Kellen Moore, when you don't have much respect or enthusiasm for Mike McCarthy blueprint in on the offense. Actually, Kellen Moore blueprint on the offense. So as you see, that's why you'll see somebody that, and I think something like what do you call it? Something like what's his name in Kansas City? What's our guy name? Bellamy.
Yeah,
Bellamy.
Eric Bieniemy.
You remember the first thing everybody that say with Bellamy that don't want him to get a head coaching job is Andy Reid actually doing the calling the plays. When we know Eric Bellamy actually setting up the offense,
Right.
but Andy Reid actually call the offensive
But
plays.
Andy Reid went out on the podium and say the enemy is actually the one who call him plays.
Exactly.
So
But you know how everybody does look at it and say that
right,
and Reed blue. See, when you look at it, you don't see Eric Bielema's offense. You see Andy Reid's
Reid's
offense.
offense, true,
The
true.
same thing. The same thing when you go with Shanahan. Shanahan has an offensive coordinator. Oh, that's it, Shane. Shanahan offense. You guys offensive coordinator finalists for Miami.
Make that
Yeah.
Mike
He so it's
Pedan.
McDaniels. It's McDaniels. It's Kellen Moore, and it's who the third person I had called just now. Kellen Moore, McDaniels, and I just called the other person name in Miami. It's Kellen Moore for sure. It's Mike McDaniels, and it's I got it. I'll look at Rags. I think
I can't remember who it is.
can't remember. I just
Yeah.
called, but yeah, they. You see, Mike McDaniels, we know he's a good coordinator, but you know what they would say is Shanahan offense.
True.
The same thing with the Rams. Kevin O'Connell could be a great offensive coordinator, but what they just say is Sean McVay offense. So it just goes with certain areas you'll see that's their offense. They nobody does say that's Mike McCarthy offense in Denver. I
Yeah,
mean
that's
in
Kellen
Detroit.
Moore offensive.
I mean in Dallas, yeah. They
Yeah.
say that's Kellen Moore offense. I think that's the difference. Yeah, like you got even in the Saints offensive coordinator is Cam Cameron, but we always say Sean Payton offense.
Sharp Payton's
Right.
offense. Yeah.
So when you look at it like that, I think that what hurts certain coordinators to say that it's not their blueprint on the offense. It's actually the head coach. So we'll see what happens. But Flores is interviewing for the. He's getting the interview for the Saints. The Saints requested to interview Flores. Um, I don't know what the Texans doing. I have no idea. If they're gonna go and hire one of those people, they can just set the organization back even further.
I don't see the reason to find David Culley. I mean,
That's when you try to get too cute with what you're doing. So I don't expect it to work out. Gannon and McCong is your finalists. I don't. I really don't understand
I
that
don't know
part.
how. I don't even know how Josh McCown get a coaching interview. I don't see how that makes sense. He has no coaching experience whatsoever in the NFL. All I know from what I heard from the Philadelphia media and stuff like that is that he's good at scouting players. He's good at finding players and stuff like that. But that's understandable. But he hasn't
Hmm.
been able to. He has not coached an NFL game yet. So
Well,
I
them got
mean,
them guy know something that we don't know.
I don't
Cause
That
everyone
understand
we
got
don't
why
understand.
you letting go
I
of
think he's
Dable
a
come in.
good mentor for the quarterback. Well, I would make him the quarterback coach. But
That's
I
it.
wasn't
Yeah, the
giving him
quarterback
the head
coach. Yeah,
unless
that's
they're giving him the head coaching job and they're gonna bring in two veteran coordinators to like
right.
take anything away from him that he got to stress about. But so some people, everyone got their own intangibles. These organizations look at different stuff. Is the same thing like when the Panthers hired Matt Rule. He wasn't. I won't say he's a genius on offense or defense, but he was a good leader in college. He built programs, so they hire him for that. I think they're gonna hire if they hire McComb, they hire him McComb because he got a extensive history like as a backup quarterback and he used to help quarterbacks good. If that's the case, you need to go on a quarterback coach, not a head coach.
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
So
or if you
I don't
good, or if
understand
you
what
good,
Tennessee where the Texans going with that.
or if you good at personally, you need to be a GM,
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
not a freaking coach on the
So
field. Huh? Yeah, what the hell he know about coaching?
I don't understand. But
Well, them,
to
them, them
go
got find out. I wish they were my division.
to go back with the Dolphins, the third person in the finalist was Dable. Now
Oh,
he gone.
he
He
gone.
So
Yeah.
gone.
it's
He
either
gone.
Kellen Moore or Mike McDaniel getting the head coaching job for Detroit. I mean for Miami. We'll have to see who they're gonna get. I know the Vikings interviewing Harbaugh. They interviewed D'Amico Ryans, and then they requested they interview the Giants defensive coordinator Patrick Graham. New Orleans is interviewing Brian Flores, which that would be a good hire. I don't know why he's still out there. The Bears found their head coach. The Saints actually want to interview Leftwich. I don't know if Tampa Bay is gonna allow it, but the Saints put in a request to interview Leftwich. I don't think they're gonna
I don't think I can
take.
stop it.
No, you can block it.
I
So
think
I'm
you
like,
could block it. Yeah, you could
You
block it.
can block it
You only
because
block
it's
it for a
still under
certain number.
contract.
You only block it for a certain number of times, I think.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, the rule is if it's a job higher than your job,
oh
you
yeah, yeah,
can't
yeah,
actually stop it.
yeah.
So I don't know if they could actually stop. They can't. I don't think they could stop that one though because it's actually a job higher than his. He's a coordinator. It's a head coaching job. They can't stop it.
Yeah.
If it was to be the offensive coordinator, they could block it because the job is equal.
Right.
So it looks like they wanted the Saints still doing the big dive. The Bears have a good GM with Ryan Poole from Kansas City. And then they paired him with Eberfloss or Efferbloss, whichever one they is. I can't remember his
Mm-hmm.
name. But he was a good defensive coordinator for the Colts. Let's see who his staff is. I know KG talked about Dable and the Bills assistant general manager teaming up in New
Mm-hmm.
York. Let's see if that could come along. Jacksonville still got their ways to go. Houston got their ways to go. The Raiders look like they want to team up their assistant vice president of player personnel to go with Josh McDaniels to go
Daniel.
over to the Raiders. So that would be a team up. And I see I like stuff like that because what you gonna hire a coach and then go hire a GM after and they ain't got no kind of link.
Yeah. You hire the
Bring the
GM
links
first,
together.
then coach.
Right, bring the
Yeah,
links
GM
together.
first, then the coach. Yeah.
I don't understand. That's some teams
Mm-hmm.
going quarterback, some teams going head
Coach
coach
then
first,
GM.
and
Mm-hmm.
then going look for a GM. That don't make no sense. Leave the
Mm-hmm.
GM hire the thing, and then you keep it on the same timeline.
Yep.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
try to change it up.
Like what the
But
Giants did too.
right, so they walked out. The Bears look like they walked out. I think the Bears were actually targeting our partner KG Caldwell to be the
Cardwell,
offensive
yeah.
coordinator. So we'll see if that works out. But the
I think
Dolphins
I think they should go in that direction.
to help
Yeah,
Justin
yeah,
Fields,
to
yeah.
help
But
Justin Fields.
we got to see what they're gonna do. The Dolphins. Who are the teams left? The Dolphins, the Vikings, the
The
Jags.
Jaguars.
Dolphins, the
Yeah.
Vikings, the Jaguars,
Mm-hmm.
Raiders,
4. It
um,
was 9 altogether. The Saints. That's
the
5.
Saints.
Right.
Yeah,
So I think we're missing one, cause you're missing one.
I just had it up there.
The Giants already
Mm,
have their coach.
the Giants got their own,
The
and the Bears got
Texans.
their own,
The
and the
Texans.
Texans. So
Yeah.
you still got six head coaching vacancies out there. Let's see what happens in the coming weeks. More than likely, more gonna get
Oh well,
filled this week.
yeah, this weekend. This weekend after the conversation, after the conversation,
Yeah,
you know, when you could actually go with him, could actually go full blow and whoever lose and things like that.
right. I think the wild card is that Harvard to Minnesota, because that wasn't really in the books, and then all of a sudden
I still don't,
Harvard taking
I
there.
still don't understand why he trying to leave Michigan now.
Uh,
Get back into the big leagues, boy.
he wanna go. Probably he wanna come back in, but like
Yeah.
you, he ain't gonna just come into any team.
Yeah.
He looking
Exactly.
at where he could thrive in. I mean, Minnesota without Aaron Rodgers in that group now. You got a Bears team that got Justin Fields. We don't know what's gonna happen.
And they get rid of Kirk Cousins.
Green Bay. We don't know what's gonna happen there. Jared Love probably in the answer. We don't know.
Right.
They under cap hell. And Detroit still a team that in
Right.
shambles that they ain't take.
Exactly.
You go on
So.
a Vikings team that got Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson. You can
Mm-hmm.
make things work that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looked like a genius coming out of the college to go into the NFL and just
Exactly.
kickstart straight. He could own the NFC
Mm-hmm.
North for the next few years.
The man got a good record in the NFL, you know.
Exactly. So imagine getting a team
What he
that
got?
already ready to
What he
go.
got? What he got on his resume? Super Bowl appearance, two NFC, one
Championship
NFC
appearance.
championship,
Yeah.
one NFC championship, one Super Bowl appearance, in two NFC appearances, NFC championship game appearances.
Yeah, I
He ain't
think
got
so.
bad.
Yeah.
He ain't got bad
And
as
bad
all.
resume. Yeah.
Man
Yeah.
had 3 winning seasons.
So that's good. That's good that they could get through that. And I mean, if he gets it, we'll see what happens. That'd be a good spot for him. Minnesota. The only problem with Minnesota is they over the cap. They over the cap. So they're gonna have to make some tough decisions. I was reading it today and they say if you release Daniil Hunter who only played 7 games in 2 years, you free up 26 million in cap.
Gone outside,
So
He was gone.
he gonna
outside.
be gone.
Yeah.
The only stronghold on them is Kirk Cousins come for 45 million on the cap.
Jesus
And
Christ.
then if they release him, it's like 27 million dead cap. So they're gonna probably try to trade him, but I don't see somebody taking over that whole that he got cap enough.
No, no,
So they
no.
got some
Yeah,
work to
'cause
do, but that team gonna be actually ahead of the other three teams in the NFC North and all. So whoever get the job got a few things. They got some stuff to work with. Let's see what happens with them, but hopefully we'll see some other teams get some what do you call it? Some other
maybe
teams get some head
maybe if
coaching
they get
jobs.
Harbour could probably get something to call cousin. Cause Harbour actually kind of restarted Alex Smith's career.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
maybe Harbour could actually get something to call cousins. Maybe. So who knows?
We'll
If
have
they
to
get
see what
Harbour.
happens. We'll have
'Cause
to see
before
what
Harbour
happens.
went to the 49ers, Alex Smith was garbage. You know what I mean? So
He
maybe
want
there's a
he want his way
chance.
out. Yeah, actually want
Exactly.
his way
So
out.
when Harbour come back in, it's like his career went shoot up back up again. So maybe
And then
Harbour might be able to get something out of Kirk Cousins if the Vikings do decide to sign him.
his brother's getting an extension.
Right, yeah.
So
You
that
ain't getting rid of John Harbour.
John
he ain't
Harbaugh,
getting rid.
yeah, John
Yeah, you
Harbaugh.
ain't getting rid of John Harbour.
So
Dude is he's a good head coach.
he's a great leader.
A
That's the
great
thing
leader too.
about him. I
Yeah.
know one of the teams actually want if the Raiders don't give him the head coaching job, their assistant, the interim head coach, they want to bring him to their staff because
The special teams coach. Yeah.
yeah, he got high reviews from around the league, so a lot of persons want him on their team as
Right.
special team slash assistant head coach.
Yeah, everybody at that whole Raiders organization love him though. So
Yeah, but you see, I think it's just the pairing. If you're
mhm.
going to hire a GM, you more than likely the GM want to bring in somebody.
Yeah,
Yep.
he don't want to bring in
And
somebody.
I think that's where he kind of is like the odd one. Or if you hire him, then you gotta go look for a GM that can work well with him,
Yep.
which is harder to do. So bringing in a new, that's why I like the New York hire. They got familiarity. There was the assistant Bills GM, and now you're bringing the offensive coordinator. You see what he do with Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen and the offense. Yep.
So let's see what happens there. The team, like the scrub team, the defense was actually ranked, I think, for top
Defense was
half of the
good.
league. Yeah, top
Defense was
half of the
good.
league. Just the offense had a mess. You go there, they got 2 picks high. Suppose you go and draft 2 linemen, offensive linemen. You don't know. You got Galloway, you got Tony, you got Sterling Shepard,
Stolen Shepherd. Yep.
you got Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Dable could go there and turn around the organization in 1 year. So
Might be able to get some other Daniel Jones too.
yeah, I think the owner said that they're not going for
Right.
Watson. They're sticking with Daniel Jones,
Right. So
and he showed flashes. It's just not consistent. But I don't want to put everything on him when he say hot in the offensive line out there on the ground. So they're just as bad as other teams too in the line. So if they could go there and get, they got what, 2 top 10 picks? I think they
mm-hmm.
got two
I think
two top
they
ten.
got
The Jets
two
got
top
two
10
top
picks.
10. Suppose they go there and get 2 linemen, 2 top-notch linemen, the Lindbaum fella, and another one there, and just put them on the line. They got Andrew Thomas from last year, and them just build a line,
Mm-hmm.
and the line just hold up. Your team could turn around one
Mm-hmm.
time. So we have to see. Like we always love when it's the half season because we can't wait to see the turnover on the team. But some other teams still waiting on who's their head coach and who's their coordinators and who's their GM. So, but before we could get into all of that, we still got the big bad championship games coming up.
You
And
could bet that.
KG already pull on his locker room sticker. He locker room
Yeah,
clean out.
locker room
My
clean out.
locker room clean out too. All of one man still in his locker room and that's the money.
we
So
we invading LA, partner.
I
Invading
s
LA.
the hype is real because
It's too
it's
high.
either 3-0 or 2-1
Second
for
and
the
it's the
season.
second championship game in what? In 2 years? In three
In two
years? Two,
years.
3 years?
In two. We went in 2019.
2 years
Yeah,
in 3 years,
3 years.
3
In
years,
3
3
years.
yeah.
years,
And,
yeah.
well,
Last year
uh,
you make it.
2 years because 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah,
You
two
know what
years.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. In 2 years,
So
yeah.
so so like I say, like somebody I was listening to somebody the other day, after that that forward harlot went out there and first take and bashed my guy Jimmy. Somebody came up and said, "You bashing Jimmy? All right, talking about he ain't a part of the team. He just that guy riding the coattails, blah 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 blah." But whenever Jimmy don't play, he don't make it to the playoffs.
Right.
The 2 seasons that Jimmy was healthy, the first season Jimmy was healthy went to the Super Bowl. The second season that he fully healthy, we in the playoffs. We in the conference championship game.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know. If the team could do it without Jimmy, why we don't make the playoffs without Jimmy? Somebody answer me that. If
She
the
just,
team is with
she just
if
talking out
Jimmy
her
G,
ass.
right, and I believe like I was talking to my brother today, I believe it's all a publicity stunt. I think she's just sick so that she can get more recognition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all.
Talking nonsense. But anyway, I ain't gonna waste my time talking about she later day. Two conference championship games in the last 2 years. Though. Could be 2 Super Bowl appearances in 3 years.
That true too.
Hopefully, be a damn Super Bowl. My sixth
Super Bowl
damn ring.
victory.
My sixth damn ring of this motherfucker. You know what I think? My one
Yeah.
hand, I need a 6. But I got knots in my stomach. I will tell you earlier today. The hype. There's too much hype. Even though Vegas still got us as the underdog, the whole other sports world still got us as the underdogs. I needed 2 yards to bet on the Rams, and that can make me feel a little better. The next one, I'll be shaking your head.
I bet on the Rams twice already, and somehow I lost confidence in McVay. So
No way. I bet none of
I lost
Rams.
I lost confidence in McVay.
Aaron Donald said today that there's no way the
And
Rams will
even
lose in
if
the NFC
even if
Championship game.
McVay somehow wins the Super Bowl,
I don't see him win this Super Bowl either.
the only
Uh,
way the only way the Rams win this game is for Stafford's gonna have to have a superb game for the Rams to win this game. Superb.
and even though they beat the Tampa Bay, the game wasn't superb.
Right. He got he
Mm-mm.
got he gotta go back. He gotta go back and having and starting. He gotta go back and start Sony Michel.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
Let Sony Michelle pong the rock. Don't leave Cam Akers and that other guy pong the rock. And what his name is Derry Henderson?
No, the Rams ain't seen the letter day no more. It's straight Cam Akers
Cam
now.
Akers and Sony Michelle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let Sony Michelle take most of the carries. Let him pong the rock. He was after Akers and whatever the other guy got injured, and you started Sony Michelle. He was running the ball good. He was your hot hand. Stick with your hot hand. I guarantee you, if he had stuck with Sony Michelle in that game against Tampa Bay, Sony Michelle wouldn't have fumbled the ball. You bring in somebody fresh who hasn't played in year, who hasn't played what all season.
Right, he ain't gonna get me hit.
Right, exactly. So he ain't getting hit. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a feel of what's going on. So you roll with a hot hand. Stop
So
trying to outsmart yourself.
Here's what's gonna be the deciding factor in this game. How much times has Stafford been on the big stage?
None.
This is his first time he's been on a big stage.
This is his first time.
So that's
right. This Jimmy, how much times?
Second
Times?
time on the big stage?
No, he been there with the Patriots too.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing. It's a different
back
playing
up.
than you play.
Yeah, but he back up.
Yeah.
He still got a feeling.
Yeah, but yeah, it's easier to sit on the sideline and watch.
But even if you're on the big stage, when Tom Brady had get injured that season and Jimmy had to come in, you think that wasn't a big stage? When the GOAT hand you the ball and say, "Hey, you in charge"?
Well, yeah. But that ain't like a championship game. That ain't like playoff.
This is Jimmy's second time going through this whole melody as the starting quarterback. Stafford ain't never been there.
Right.
We're gonna eat him up. Leave us get a lead. Let us get a lead on Stafford. You're gonna see the problems.
See, the thing is, this is exactly what I brought Stafford in for.
Yeah, but
this game.
What make
still
get Stafford comfortable and get him.
What?
I don't know. He dropped out. But you see, we understand that Stafford ain't been in this game in the entire career. But it's not like he ain't been around a long time. He been around, and two things we gotta look at. We know Stafford. We gotta see how he handled this pressure. This is the first time in the NFC, actually in an actual conference championship game. And then what we gotta understand is too, it's not an inexperienced team. I think that's why some of the things. I see the team is not inexperienced when it comes to this. When it comes to no.
The team is inexperienced, see that?
No. Who?
Taking the same team that went to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff?
No, I ain't saying that it's the same team. I said, but there's a lot of playoff experience on that team. Who? The line is close to it. The wide receivers know about it. The wide receivers being in that situation. Higbee was there.
Cup ain't never been there.
Cup wasn't there when they made the Super Bowl run? You sure?
I don't think Cup in the league that long.
Debo make a Super Bowl run?
Yeah, Debo was there with the 2019.
So Cup make the Super Bowl run.
Yeah, Cup was there when they made the Super Bowl run.
Yes. Cup made the Super Bowl run.
Cup and Robert
exactly. Cup was there.
Fact checker, eh?
I think about Cup.
Listen here, you don't come here nothing with no Rams. You don't let the Rams. So don't come here talk to people when we talk about the Rams. Cup was in there in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Cup was there. Because we can't name another soul on that other team outside of Robert Woods that was in that Super Bowl game. Cup was there.
Was, Todd Gurley too.
Right. Cup was there.
I know Gurley was there.
Yeah, but Cup was there with Robert Woods.
When I went Super Bowl 2018?
2017 was Philly. 2017, 2018. I think it was 2019.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Exactly. So you also a lot of apology.
I don't know shit.
So when you look at it, you got Cup, him.
Cup, Higbee.
Right.
With what?
Woods was there, right?
Yeah.
Aaron Donald. That's it.
But no, look at it. No, Ramsey too.
No, Ramsey
Where
wasn't
Ramsey,
there. Ramsey
where
was Ramsey
Ramsey, where
wasn't
Ramsey
there.
come from? Ramsey wasn't it. I
Ramsey,
keep telling you and them what it. Ramsey
I
wasn't
keep
there.
I keep
Ramsey wasn't
believing
there for
them.
the Super Bowl.
No, I
Ramsey
look at
wasn't
it
there.
Okay,
right
so he
now.
came back for
Yeah.
so Ramsey came after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But then, okay, but you still got, and then you got Von Miller that being to a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You got Weddle Lazarus being in the playoffs when he was with the Ravens. So it's not like they ain't got no experience there. They got KG stick again. You know? So he come back now. So I mean, it's not. They got people that can do stuff. We just gotta see how they handle the load. But again, they came back. It all comes down to the guy that they traded 2 first-round picks and Jared Goff for. Because you know the problem was when the Rams would go down in a game, Goff can't bring them back, and they knew that. They knew Goff couldn't bring them back in a game.
You're something like
Stafford could bring it back.
you're something like Ryan Clark, you know, man. You're something
But
like
it's true because look, you think Goff would have made that throw to Cooper Cup against the Buccaneers? Just answer that question. Don't even come with that. Don't even come with that. You know for a fact, Goff KG. Oh Lord, he in no more than a Spanish station. Goff cannot make those throws. We both know that. Let's be real about it. Goff can't make those throws. They brought Stafford in to make the throws that Goff can't make. And we all know when Goff was there, they had to hide the offense, as in shadow it or certain thing. You could actually release it. Say what you want about him throwing picks and so, or you could plan a whole offense on Stafford and let him sling it.
Yeah, he's a gunslinger.
Exactly. You can't do that with Goff.
And that's okay. That's okay. Again, I say though, you got a man. How long Stafford in the league? 12, 13 years.
Stafford got to be here about like between 10, up in there, 10 to 12 years.
And you are the Cups. You are the Cups are making your first Super Bowl ever by the pressure on he.
Yeah, but I ain't saying nothing. I never said the pressure ain't on he. But again, that's why they brought him in for though.
Of course.
That's why they brought that. It all comes down for the Rams. The Rams. It basically, if we go into the building and meet the entire Rams team, everybody pointing to one man. It all comes down to who? Stafford. Because they brought in the Ramses. They did all kinds of stuff to bring in and everything. But at the end of the day, that team, it all comes down to Stafford. Let me ask KG the question. KG, you actually back now or you're gonna go again?
I'm back.
Like a robot.
So let me ask you a question. I was asking Shane this question. The throw that Stafford made at the end of the game against the Buccaneers to Cooper Cup. You think Goff could make that throw?
No.
Exactly. Stafford is in the Rams team for one reason.
Yeah.
To make the big throws in the big times.
That was an elite throw, boy. Only
exactly.
The quarterback could make that throw.
The problem with the Rams was when the Rams go down, Goff ain't the quarterback to bring you back. Exactly. Goff got to play up. Goff got to play up and just manage the game. Mm-hmm. With Stafford, you always got a chance. I don't care if you throw 4 or 5 picks, you always got a chance. But remember, it comes down to what me and you say, Shane. Which one of the quarterbacks don't frig up?
Yeah, you can be like that.
One quarterback can make a throw that can cost the team. It can come down to that. Some quarterback gonna make a throw that can cost the team, and one of us here gonna be holding our head.
Well, I need Jimmy to come out first play the game 3 pick.
No, you want Jimmy to throw no picks, partner. You want him to throw no picks. No picks. You want Jimmy to throw no picks. You don't want that because suppose that first pick he throws a pick 6.
Okay, all the way.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't hope for that. You don't hope for that a championship game. You want a mistake-free football game.
If he got throw out, he need to
No. Own it, partner. Say it and own it. Speak it into fruition, partner. Into existence, partner.
Fuck yeah, why? My stomach ain't nuts.
That's how they do.
So basically tomorrow, Shane, just start the show because your game gonna be on while the show going on.
I'm started.
Started me, KG gonna come on.
Yeah, we gonna come on.
But I don't think if
Hey.
Shane lose, he ain't coming on.
I might not come out for a week. I might not come out for a week.
I know if he lose, he coming on KG.
Yo,
That gonna be a tough. Hey, that's a tough last one. You know, championship game, and you know it's a one more get to Super Bowl.
it's always tough. I've been through it a couple times. Remember, in back
I-
in the end zone.
I've been through it 4 years in a row.
Seattle had my number
No,
in the NFC Championship game.
3 years in a row. 4th year we make it. Then we went back the 5th time and lose again. So I've been through that many years. A lot of heartbreaks. A lot.
I had two back in the end zone players that crushed me. My first Super Bowl with Kaepernick, and then the NFC Championship game out in the corner with Kaepernick again. I can't take it. I can't take it. I like my brother. The pressure. The pressure hard. But our team has been playing phenomenal all around, all year long. All 3 phases of our team been playing 100% all year round when it matters.
Right.
The Rams ain't beat us in 6 games. I think that Shanahan has McVay number from the top to the bottom, and McVay don't know what the fuck to do. I think McVay gonna need to call in somebody else to help him call plays if he think he gonna beat Shanahan tomorrow night. If we come out and execute, I want us to come out like how we come out and retreat and just destroy them ass so I could just be over it, get drunk and be happy all it. And when I start the show, I over here balling out. I come on the show and ball out on the show one time and then ball out and then I gone again. 31-10, I would love the score to be. That was the first score in week 3. 30-27 was the score in week 18 when we come back from being down 17-3 at halftime. We showed them that we could blow them up. We showed them that we could come back and beat them. From down 17 half. He never lose a game when he was leading at halftime. This is the second time. Well, the first time he lose it, and he almost lose the box game when he was leading at halftime as well. McVay under a lot of pressure. Stafford under a lot of pressure. The whole Rams organization under a lot of pressure because if they lose tomorrow night, God is my witness. Monday morning, that team broke up in 5 ways.
Yeah, they're gonna have to break. They're gonna have to get rid of
that team is broke up in 5 ways. If they lose tomorrow night, that Rams team will break up in 5 ways. Starting with the head coach will be fired. They can't get rid of Stafford because he got too much cap. But a lot of that Ramsey ain't gonna be a distraction. He's gonna be a problem on that team. Things gonna happen. That team gonna break up.
They got a lot of stuff to go through, boy.
I think even if they win, they're still gonna have to get rid of some players. Even if they happen to make it to the Super Bowl, whether win or lose in the Super Bowl,
this is the last run for him.
They still have to get rid of a lot of players.
Well,
this is the last hurrah.
Yeah, they got a lot of veterans on the offensive line, right? Like what this probably was
Right.
the last
Yeah, this should be with all last season. He 36, 37.
So he fought
He fought it, right?
Yeah.
I know how he doing that at an elite level, playing left
And
tackle.
he still graded high and PFF, you know.
Why he taking, buddy?
Right.
Still graded high.
So we're gonna see. I mean, we're gonna see. I just in it, like how I in it for the Packers game, partner. I just sitting here holding my peace. I ain't trying to talk too much. A fella try to beat me in a conversation at work. I say, yo, I ain't saying nothing. I say, by me sitting here not saying nothing, we've been winning straight. I ain't going out here trying to be fastest nothing. Our fans hype 65 to 35% 49ers at SoFi. That's the ticket sales right now. So it's gonna be all red out. It's gonna be a home game. More pressure on them, eh? More pressure on them than we, eh?
True.
Yeah, the pressure actually on them more than a year.
We the number 6 seed, eh? Just that we beat Dallas, we beat Green Bay. Now we got in her face the Super Bowl host in the Super Bowl stadium. We better as well just pack our bag and stay in the hotel.
Imagine there's a chance that you can have another team in the Super Bowl hosting the Super Bowl. Isn't that crazy? Tampa Bay did it last year.
Yep.
And now there's a chance the Rams can do it this year. Isn't that crazy?
That's not gonna happen.
That's
What we gonna
crazy.
say? All right. What about these Bengals and the Chiefs? I think Burrow got a chance.
He does.
Burrow has a chance. He does have a chance, even though the offensive line isn't that great. I think Bro still has a chance. You never know.
I going with the
You
same thing.
never know.
I going with the same thing. Shane said. Shane said he 2-0 against the Rams this year, but Burrow 1-0 against the Chiefs this year too.
Yep.
So it's not like they couldn't. That like they ain't do it before. I think the game's actually gonna be closer than people expecting.
Yeah, yeah.
It ain't one of those wash games. That team ain't no punk team to say like there's a reason them there. Man. So it's like somebody said today. Imagine Burrow take 10 sacks and still make it in one game and still make it to the championship game.
He was never rattled in that game. That's one thing I love
Exactly.
about Burrow boy. He's stuck
Exactly.
in there.
The guy took 10 sacks in the
Ten
game
sacks.
and still
Some
make
other
it to the
quarterback,
thing.
some other quarterback would have done.
Mentally check out.
Yeah, done mentally check out already.
Yeah.
He didn't, boy.
So
He didn't.
we gotta look at that and see that I'm not putting nothing against them. They can
There's a
actually.
chance. There's a chance it could be another shootout again.
That's what I'm saying. The last
We
game,
could,
Shane, check
we could
check
expect another shootout again because
check the first match. What
yeah,
check
the
the
first
first
match was
game.
like I think both teams scored 30 points. I think the
Check the
first match.
score. Check the score in it.
34,
So we
30,
could
30, 34, 31.
yeah.
See?
So we can expect the same thing.
We can expect the same
Too
thing.
high powered offense. Chiefs don't have that good of a defense.
Where the
They
first
don't
game
have
was?
great
Was it in
secondaries.
Cincy or Kansas City?
Cincy.
Sincerity.
Cincy? Okay. This time we come to Arrowhead.
Right.
Still could walk.
Yo, Burrow threw for 4 touchdowns that game. Man.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
456 yards, 30 for 39 yards.
Right.
Wow.
And we know that Kansas City pass defense isn't strong.
Right.
No.
It's horrible.
Especially without
Tyrann Matthew.
Matthew who left the game last week with a head injury.
And I
So
haven't heard anything on the injury report about him
Exactly.
being able to play.
Right.
I haven't heard him practice nothing. I don't think he cleared. I don't think he
I
cleared
mean,
concussion protocol.
So you might see either Higgins or Tyler Boyd going for another 200 yards again.
Can I know?
I don't think it'll be Jamar Chase. It's gonna be either Higgins or Boyd.
Well, he's starting to exploit Jamar Chase and this yak now, you know. Jamar Chase catching this ball in the shot and then taking it up the road for 20 30.
that line just needs to contain Chris Jones, Frank Clark, and Melvin Ingram. If they give some time, Burrow, and they still got Joe Mixon back there, so it's not like they can't do stuff.
That's on the coach. You have to keep that line honest by running Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon ain't no pump.
Exactly. You gotta keep the run game going.
Keep the run game going. You gotta keep that line gotta play on them heels. Them can't come in on them toes, rushing the quarterback like them crazy.
Right. Exactly.
Nothing worse than when you third and 12, third and 13, them think we know you gotta pass it.
And then dump it after
Everybody come.
Sometimes you never know, you know. It could be the Bengals magical year. There's that one year where they just happen to everything, the stars are lining, everything just happened to fall in place, and bam, they're in the Super Bowl champions. You never know. It could happen.
I'm sure Burrow feels like this the magical LSU year. Remember that year when LSU he just threw almost 70 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was just treading, and no matter what team you bring in front of him, he was treading because he had the receivers, he had the team. He probably looking at it like this too. The only thing is he getting knocked down a little bit more this in this year, but he got his receivers, he running back. The defense makes plays when it needs to. I think they all have faith in Zach Taylor. So it could be a magical year like KG say for these Bengals.
Yo,
But
if I was the offensive line coach, I'll know we are the failure. Yo, 9 sacks last week. You could guarantee we doing 6 of the 7 days. We on the field all day. If that man give up 1 sack in practice, we on the field 1 hour.
True.
yeah, it was bad communication. I saw some bad communication between the linemen. Yeah,
You
we
cannot
gotta figure that out.
You cannot take that beating in this game again. And if them win, you can tell me that if Burrow get sacked 9 times again this week, that's 18 sacks in 2 weeks. And then you got face, say he got face us, or even he got face Aaron Donald in them. That gonna kill him, man.
Yeah, they're gonna eat. Aaron Donald and Van Miller and Leonard
That
Fournette
gonna
gonna
eat.
eat. They're gonna eat. So we'll see.
It should be a two entertaining games tomorrow. Right? I'm excited to see the two games. If you look at it right, there's two opposites, you know. It's the Bengals and Chiefs is a shootout game. You
Yeah.
got two
Yep.
quarterbacks that want to sling it. The NFC games is a battle of the battle of the finest. Those guys that can get down in the trenches. A hard,
Mm-hmm.
fought war. And that's the difference with the conferences right now. AFC conference is a kind of like finesse kind of Hollywood Boulevard kind of thing. Whereas the NFC, you gotta it's war. You ready for war?
The,
You gotta get your guns ready. You ready for
the
the
wrestle
war?
match.
Yeah, you ready for the
Wrestling
war?
match. So
We gotta see. What we have for predictions?
So
Let's
the
start it again.
Bengals
Start the
and
AFC.
Chiefs. Uh,
I'm gonna go. I would like the Bengals to win, but I'm gonna go Chiefs 35-31. Chiefs.
I think I think the Bengals line offensive line scared me last week enough to make me go on the Chiefs and go Chiefs 35-28.
I got Bengals. I think Burrow will have a outstanding game again against that defensive
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the
the
Bengals win that game.
defensive backs. And I think I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm gonna go high. I can go high as 30 something again. I think I'll go 24-21. Bengals. Mahomes only showed 2 touchdowns in that first game, eh? Burrow threw for 4.
Yeah,
What
but
week it was?
I think this will
I
You
know
remember
what
what
week
week it was?
I
It
know
was
what week
it was all in the season. And we were all talking here when it was all in the season. Oh, the Bengals, I mean, the Chiefs didn't look good and this and that, this and that. It ain't the same Chiefs there.
yeah, this
I
a this
keep
a this
saying
a
it. It's
this a
it ain't the
different.
same Chiefs team that was
Mm-hmm.
slumping all in the
Funny,
season.
yeah.
It's not the same
Mahomes
team.
Mahomes found his stride. He's back again.
Yeah, it's not the same team.
In the same
So
team.
Yeah, but the
that's
Bengals also got more playing time with each other as well too. So
good. Yeah, valid point. But like I said, the thing that scared me the most was the line. The line scared me to change my pick to Mahomes. You and I said it. They can't go through that. Burrow can't go through that beat down again.
I think they work on that. Like I say, if I was an offensive line coach, my whole offensive line would be out there all day. And I think any coach would do the same thing. So I think we have battle again, going back to the trenches, right? The them 3 receivers is a problem. And the Kansas City DBs are most in a worse state than our DBs. And we got injuries, but they only got one. Just that DBs just suck.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That DBs just suck. And even if they get Tyrann Matthew, is he gonna be 100%? If they don't get him back, you see what Josh Allen was doing that when Tyrann went out. You see what Josh Allen was doing in the middle of that field. So imagine them big in Tyler Boyd in Higgins is big receivers. They mean no small receivers. Jamar Chase is the smallest receiver out there.
That's true.
So we already see Burrow in a pump. He got a heart, eh? You got that Joe Mixon. I think you might see Cincinnati going to the Super Bowl in the first Super Bowl in
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Cincinnati do
a couple of years.
get a victory and march on to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be surprised.
I got him 24-21, like I said, Cincinnati. All right. The
So
big bad game in NFC.
But that's a very easy game. It's all on the Niners.
Yeah, he just fucked me just now.
It's all on the
So
Niners, baby.
He just fucked me just now.
for some reason I don't see McVay having to pull it out. I see Stafford having a good game, but I just see McVay somehow trying to mess it up. So I'm picking the Niners to win. I think it's gonna be a close one. I think it's gonna be like a 20-17 victory Niners. That's what I think. 20-17 victory. It's gonna be a close game because both teams know each other well. Even like they're playing for the first time, they're playing for the second time. Both teams know each other well. Both head coaches know each other well. So they all know each other tendencies, mishaps, likes and dislikes or whatever. So like I said before, I think it's gonna be a close game, 20-17 Niners.
Take attention. What you got?
Hmm?
Who you got?
All right, yeah.
What you got?
I got the Niners. I got 27-24 Niners.
Yeah, 27-24 9.
Mm-hmm.
So let me break it down. What week we played them? What week was the first week we played them?
I'm sure you have to check the
I got to schedule it. Week 10.
Week 10.
I think that was our turnaround game. I think that was our turnaround game. We beat them 31-10.
Right.
We weren't healthy. Ferret were gone. I think Greenlaw were gone. Then we played them week 18. Still no Verret. Still no Greenlaw. A rookie that will get him bun in the last 3-4 games and make the game winning interception. And we didn't play with Trent Williams either that game.
Right.
So here we are, January 30th, in the NFC Championship games. We have Greenlaw back. We have Al Shazier back. I know I may hear me calling his name in a long time because he was injured.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The rookie is gonna play over there, and he has improved. Trent Williams will be playing. He says no way in hell he missed the game even though he got a bum ankle. 31-19, San Francisco.
Wow.
Ooh.
And we ain't going back to San Francisco. We staying right there in LA. We got book in the hotel. I booking my ticket to the Super Bowl. Check up. 21-19.
Wow. KG hearing it?
Broke up that Rams team Monday morning. Done.
KG hearing this?
That's a 11 point victory.
A 12-point victory.
12 point victory. Wow.
You hearing this, KG?
2 scores.
I think it'll be a lot closer than that.
2 scores, KG.
I think we're a lot closer than that.
I give my 2 scores. I give them 2 scores Adam Panna. The drop pass by Kittle last week pissed him off. I've been listening to him. The drop pass by Brandon Ayuk pissed him off. I've been listening to him. Joanne Jennings been pissed him off. The comments made by Mina last week pissed off the whole 49ers on Jimmy G. And the team actually come out and say, we dropping passes. We's the one not blocking for Jimmy. And he's still getting it done every week, making them passes, them drives, them game-winning drives that he put them in a position to win. Game-winning drives. Okay, yes, the special teams blocked the punt. Yes, the special teams blocked the field goal. But when it come down to kick the field goal to win the game, Jimmy G orchestrate the plays going on the field. The 2 passes, the 1 pass to Kittle, the 1 pass to Debo. Dallas, the drive down the field for the game-winning field again. When it was 17-3 against the same Rams in week 18, it wasn't the defense. It wasn't the special teams that was scoring. Jimmy G lead the team down the field and score. 31-19.
I think it'll be a lot closer than that. A lot closer. I think because the teams know each other so well.
This one is for KG. 31-19, partner. She didn't want to laugh at me,
I, I'm very humble tonight.
She didn't want to laugh at me.
I'm very
But
humble
we got
tonight.
31-19. She didn't want to laugh at me, but 31-19, partner. That's how I going. I have to. I have to go all out. I have to be in it to win it. If my heart get crushed tomorrow, I don't know if I come on the show. I don't know if I come on the show for a week. I ain't
Well,
gonna say
if you lose a close game, you know what I mean. But if you get blown, then
I can't say it's getting blown. But anything can happen, right? That's why you play the game, right? But I can't see. But we'll see. My heart can be my ass, but we'll see.
I just don't trust McVay.
I don't have no
I
respect
don't
for him. I
I
have
don't
no
trust
respect for him.
McVay. I don't trust McVay.
I don't have no respect for
The
him.
fact that the fact that that last game they you let Akers take over and not Tony Michelle, yeah, that was a bad move.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if he hear
That
you.
shows that you have no feel for the game. You
We'll
gotta
see.
have a feel for the game. You calling plays, but as a head coach, you gotta be the CEO. You gotta understand and manage the game. You got to have a feel for the game. You got to understand your dongs, who play what player has a hot hand, and stuff like that. Have a
We'll,
feel for the game.
we'll see if he hear you, Casey.
So
Because
we'll
if
see.
we'll see. 'Cause if he come out and Sony Michelle starting, then he hear you. If Kamika starting,
Right.
he ain't hear you.
Go with your hot hand.
But Sonny Michelle ain't gonna start. He gonna start Cam Akers.
Yes, that
Cam
can make
Akers,
us
Cam Akers is number one running back. He ain't
But
starting
he
nobody
ain't. But
else
he
but
ain't play
Cam
all
Akers.
yeah. That's like we coming
That,
up and start. That's like we coming up and starting more start.
that
Most
ain't
start can
stopping
play.
here. That ain't
Most start
stopping
can
here.
play. But we ain't gonna play most start. Most start play what? One freaking game.
As long
right.
as they give him the green light to that Cam Akers could play, that's his boy. He got Cam Akers in as the number one.
All right, well, we gotta see, fellas. Tomorrow is a day. I ain't get up to my prayers. Eat a heavy breakfast and a lunch, and I gotta see what happens.
It gonna be some good games coming on next tomorrow. Some good games coming on tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun champion
Trust me,
conference
I
weekend.
do miss this feeling. I don't miss it. I don't miss it because your heart to beat in your stomach. I don't miss it. The
if
only the,
we
the only the only good thing about this is that we a team playing with another team in the playoffs. That's when you love it. But other than that, it ain't a good feeling. It's not a good feeling.
I don't compare this team. I don't try to compare this team to our 2019 Super Bowl team. We ain't as explosive, but we sneaky explosive.
True.
So you don't know what you get like
But you ain't got
2019.
but you ain't
Like,
got you ain't got Buckner to disrupt that middle.
right, you ain't got Buckner, we ain't got Sherman. Or people were scared to show on
Right.
Sherman's side. Man,
Exactly.
Sherman was slow. People were still scared because he could read the routes, right?
Right.
2019, nobody couldn't tell me shit going into the play. I wasn't worried about run up to NFC. We run through the NFC. I wasn't worried about that at all. But these two games, Dallas, the first game against Dallas, I was confident against Dallas because I know what Dallas do all year. Dallas couldn't beat nobody outside the NFC East.
Right.
I would be super confident tomorrow against the Rams if we didn't have the 0-6 looming on us. If we didn't have them build the team to the Super Bowl. We beat them 6 times on the road, dog. And it's like this is the perfect time for them to win that one game. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like we could beat them now, and then next year when we play them for the
Eventually.
first time,
Yeah.
this is like the perfect scenario for them. Them
All
beat
time in a
us,
row.
right? Them beat us, and going to the Super Bowl is like deja vu or karma. It's like karma waiting on us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
Right.
you beat us 6 times. You think I'll beat us 7? Not only we gonna beat IU for the first time, we're gonna knock IU out from going to the Super Bowl. That's a karma feeling right now. But
Mhm.
I got
It's a lot riding on this game.
A lot.
I got
A lot.
confidence. I got confidence in my team. That I got confidence that Shanahan is a better coach than McVay. I have confidence that D'Amico Reyes is a better defensive caller than McVay. Because again, McVay is calling the offensive plays. I don't think he know. I don't think he could read D'Amico. And then I don't think that whoever the defensive coordinator is, I don't know who the defensive coordinator is for the Rams.
Raheem Morris.
Oh, so he ex 49er. He I don't think he have a clue what Shanahan doing with the defense. You got tell me you got Aaron Donald factual stats. Aaron Donald has never sacked Jimmy Garoppolo in the past 6 games we played him. That stat come out today. He has not had a sack in 56 snaps. He has not sacked Jimmy Garoppolo. That's just to tell you how neutral the finals guy. Again, you never know. I say that now. Tomorrow he may have fucking 4 sacks and a fumble. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, you see, it is a testament to how good Shanahan is. Shanahan knows that Donald is the best player.
Right.
You can't have Garoppolo just back there stand up 10, 12 seconds holding the ball.
right,
Exactly.
Shanahan gets the ball, makes Garoppolo get the ball looking half fast to take away the best player from doing the damage. That's the thing about it. That's how other persons gotta adjust now. The Rams built on getting pressure from Donald and Von Miller
Leonard Fly.
and Leonard Floyd. If they
Yeah.
ain't getting the pressure, the linebacking core is weak, and outside of Jalen Ramsey, you can still do stuff.
yep.
The best way to do it is to get a ball out of his hands fast to neutralize the pass rush. As simple as that.
The worst thing.
Force,
Go ahead.
force the Rams to have to adjust their game plan and change up the way they play. Other people that just stay there and just have to just live with it. But good coordinators and coaches know how to adjust. And
True.
when he Morris being in the league along, he was a former head coach. His specialty is defense. So he got 2 games of film to look at to understand what we need to do. Let's see if he actually does it. I don't think they're gonna do it, but let's see. He may prove, like I say, he may
They
prove us
make us
wrong.
wrong. Yep.
I mean, if
See,
Tottenham had it week 18, you know. If Tottenham had it figured out week 18.
they got after that lead too early, boy.
No.
Too early.
Keep your foot on the gas.
Yeah, too early. You went
Keep
out too early, and then you
your
just slide
foot
off.
on the gas.
You can't
Because-
slide off like
They
that.
probably went up
Because-
70 nothing and said, "Oh, we got them now. They ain't coming back."
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
No, because
Keep your
McVay's
foot on the gas.
play calling is limited. It's very
I
limited.
think I think he opened up more with Stafford. I think it was limited with Gaff.
I
I
still
think
think
because you see him going down the field a lot more with Stafford.
I see him actually call some plays
Yeah.
this year that he would never call.
The top of Gaff. You see him going on the field with Van Jefferson when he was going on the field with Robert Woods, Cooper Cup to even Odell he was going on the field with. He was calling a lot down the field plays down the field. Stafford making a lot down the field throws
Yeah.
in a lot of these games this season. So the playbook did open up a lot.
Yeah,
The playbook did open up a lot.
and like I
With Gaff,
said,
with Gaff, it was just regular crossing routes. Crossing intermediate routes. That was it with Gaff.
but the thing is like you say, when you know you got a quarterback that just limited, you gotta
Right.
you gotta play to his strengths, and that
Right.
his strengths.
You
Those
can't,
little
you
intermediate.
can't have Stafford and limit Stafford to making on a 10 to 15 yard 10 5 10 5 10 15 yard throws and stuff like that. You gotta make Stafford bomb that ball.
And that's what I tell she did. That's the reason they brought Stafford in. No, expand the offense. Let him do what he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't matter if we down or we up. We got a quarterback that can do it on both ways. Whether we down or whether we up. With Goff, when you was down, you're down.
Exactly.
He ain't bringing nobody back. With Stafford, we see with that one throw to Cooper Cup against the Buccaneers. Everybody say, "Oh no, the Buccaneers gonna be the Rams." The comeback is on, the momentum swing, and boom, Stafford let go one big throw down the
One
field,
big throw down
straight
the
the
field,
cup right in
bam.
the hands.
Yep.
Game
Beautiful
done.
throw, boy.
Everybody stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
What? He's on tour against the 49ers, so I can't look past that. So we gotta see. Tomorrow will be Judgment Day. Tomorrow's Judgment Day, boy. But tomorrow's show, me and Jizzle will talk about the first game that happened, and then the game come now 6:30, right? 6:30 your time.
6:30.
7:30 my
I
time.
think
So
it should
it's
be
gonna
it
finish.
should be halfway over by then,
It'll
right?
actually be finished by time about 10:30, 11 my
10:30.
time, which is 9:30, 10 o'clock
Right,
your time.
exactly. It should be halfway through there.
Which means we ain't gonna see Shane tomorrow at all. Because by the time the game done, we done here too, Jizzle. So we'll hear from the mighty Shane on Tuesday.
Maybe.
No. I had to watch the Panthers lose 10 of the next 12 at the end of the season. And I still had to come here. So
And I had to watch the Eagles have a horrible playoff game. So
if I could come, yeah, I'll need to come.
Yeah,
We'll hear from Shane on Tuesday. Me and KG, we could actually stay on the show and watch the show. Watch the game.
yeah, because down and watch the game.
Watch the game. And then go through it and then
hopefully it's over by the time the show starts. Next come on.
I don't. That won't be. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, with the Rams, you never know because games that look like them over with the Rams, and they may actually over.
Like I said, I want to get off a rampant start, 31-19. Yeah, I say.
BC 31-19.
That's how I want to say.
I going from here with this 31-19.
All right, guys. So we are signing off. I'll see how you guys. Maybe I'll see you during the show. Maybe not. Depending on how tight the game is. If the game is 31-10, 31-10, I'll come in the show dancing for a little bit, then I'll leave.
No, we ain't seen your time. Don't even think about it.
If the game too tight, I gotta be over here, the bottom of my head shaking.
We ain't seen your time.
Your heart gonna be in your stomach. I'll tell you that.
I know.
Exactly. We ain't seen him
Your
at
heart,
all.
we see your partner. Your heart gonna be in
Don't
your
even
stomach.
try
You
to
gonna
say
be-
that you're gonna be here. Yeah,
Your
you ain't
butt gonna
here.
be glued to that chair.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be here. So don't worry. You ain't gonna be here.
All right, so tomorrow.
Yep.
Good night.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, us.
Good night, us.
Good night.
All right, peace out.
That's right.